Hello everybody and welcome back to Spellweaver. And oh my god, I got a blue quest! I got a blue quest! Defeat Lord Daros in PvE challenge. Difficulty in human. I'm like, oh my god. I didn't knew we had PvE challenges on Epic Quest. That's the first thing. And second thing, in human difficulty. What the hell is that? Like, oh my god, I presume it's gonna cheat like crazy, but 3 normal packs. I take it. I mean, it's AI after all. Of course, I have to play immediately. Not necessarily what I wanted, but whatever. Let's keep Lord Daros AI, 53 cards. He's starting with more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's now 7 cards, so it's fine on the hand. Let's go in second. Oh, and he's got 30 HP. I don't see any like reinforcement cheats, which is kind of reassuring. On corruption level and the turn. And I mean, even though it claims to be like in human difficulty, I have the inherent advantage of being a human. No, what I really wanted to say is that I have the advantage because, you know, even in the worst case scenario, I can just, oh crap, play against it a few times and then I will know what it has in store for me. And I can just build a deck tailored to counter it. Now, yeah, not 100% fond of it, so let's just make him discard a card. Keep waiting. Actually, I should have DO'd the turn. That's pretty bad. Yes, it is. Although I guess I can just work around it. If I could get one more level, that would be brilliant. Plus 1 corruption level, so what I do is like I kill that thing, boost the mesmerizing spirit to OP, and rid of that thing. Doesn't seem that awful. Actually, that's totally not what I wanted to do today, but since we're going, that's bad. That's bad because he got this shit quickly, and well, I need them. A Will Dump Flush, Soul Prison, not bad. Oh crap, if only I could. Let's say I will do the Splitting Headache. Like, the problem is I'm already behind on health. He's got way too much health, and I'm not that far ahead on cards for what I might be actually needing here. The odds are if I'll Soul Prison, he will just pop the Infected Survivor. Not necessarily what I want. We'll see. Okay, 3-2. That's pretty bad. Well, yeah, the Succubus helps a little, but only a little. Let's get 1 mana, 1 card. Mesmerizing Spirit. He's out of cards, so it won't really help me that much. Well, let's hit the flash then. We'll get a Splitting Headache. Not really. Mesmerizing Spirit. Well, in that case, I guess I'll pop the Nightbringer. I'll take care of that thing. Yes, more healing would have been helpful. But I guess that's all I can do for now. 1 mana, 1 card. It's not too good. Okay, I will entangle you. Kill you. Take that. Well, are my useful cards dead? Well, at least one of them is. I will do that. Oh, that's interesting. And still an AI. There's only so much it can do. And by so much, we mean, of course, it can fail miserably. Well, the problem is it's gonna get me, oh crap, down in like 7 turns. Are there... Well, 2 of my vultures are there. It's a little problematic. Now he's wrecking my Thought Devourers. Which is, again, problematic. Insatiable Ghoul, that's great. Oh, that's awesome. So I'll do that. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, I'll boost the Thought Devourer's attack. I'll just get rid of that thing. A pretty decent attack. I should slow down on the Nightbringers though. Hydra, that's a problem. Say, how about we try and bring some vultures back? It's perfect. Make him sack a creature. And let's get some use out of the vultures by retaking the Devon Incarnate, the Succubus. Yeah, I have low mana right now, so I'm just targeting the most important cards. More vultures. And one last card should be Thought Devourer, I guess. All out attack. Oh crap, I was supposed to stop attacking with this guy. But yeah, he's down to 4 cards. 3 cards, although he got this thing. And Flash of Delirium I won. Thank you. Bring back Bedeviled Fiend. You know, I have so many ways of winning right now. Like, well, I could pop the Thought Devourer, for example. Can I get the... Yeah, I will get the Lethal Blow by 6, 7 plus 5 damage. So that will be a 2 damage overkill. More of the Insatiable Ghouls. Bring back the Mesmerizing Spirits. I think I can actually bring everything back, which is fine by me. Now, wasn't that effective? Now, yeah, I think I wanna go... Oh. Yeah, because he would block my Infernal Vultures that are supposed to kill him! Oh, and of course this thing decays as well, I forgot. Oh my. That was way easier than expected. 200 fame, I think I'm gonna finish a quest with that. Yes, I did. Because I had a quest for fame. Well, actually, I failed because I haven't taken this. Yeah, I keep forgetting that those PvE challenges, they start automatically. Which kinda sucks, although 70 fame is not that problematic. 3 normal packs. I mean, that's good. I'm already sitting on quite a few packs, and with the new cards coming in probably soon. I'm thinking, but I'm afraid Ivko might have said something that... No, I don't think it was Ivko. I think it was actually someone else, like going like... you know, like... In response to something that Ivko said, they went like, so we're getting the new cards in 2018. No one really worked upon that. Anyway, that was totally not the case of the. That was totally not the point of today's video. But I got so excited that I got a blue quest. Like, I haven't seen a blue quest in forever. I've been doing mostly commons and uncommons recently. I've had a couple of... well, that's a rare quest. I've had a couple of the gold ones. Wasn't there a gold one? Well, yeah, 20 quick battles, that's also easy. I've been doing that for a while. Anyway, because the point today is the, first of all, mobile release, which is going, I guess. Like, frankly, I was really hoping that the today video will actually be recorded on the mobile version, because the matter of fact is the mobile version is available since last Friday. At least that's when I received an email that I can participate in beta, whatever you want to call it, and that I can download the game. Although, well, apparently everyone is playing mobile version, but for me it's fucked, and I'm stuck on the loading screen. And IFCO doesn't want to help me, apparently. Yeah, I'm saying that. It's like, not responding to my emails. I haven't seen the forums yet. And whether he replied on the forums or not. But yeah, well, frankly, I wouldn't have probably that much time to play it on the weekend, so I'm not that mad about it. But I'm pretty sure I will have some time to play it this week, and I could really use it working rather than not working. Although now it's like it's test, so it's like all progress made there, because it's on a test server. It won't like stay for the regular game, so I'm not that mad that I'm like not making a progress I could be making. I'm largely okay with that. Anyway, with that said, 4 new cards came out. Yeah, apparently instead of 7 cards, we got 8 cards, 4 cards first, 4 cards second, and why don't we get to talk about those cards a little bit? So 4 new cards: Spore Shepherd, Merchant of the Souls, Siren of the Deep Sea, and Deep Sea Horror. Now, oh my, what an interesting cards these are. Now let's start with the leftmost. The Spore Shepherd, 3 mana, 1 nature, 2 speed, 2 attack, 4 health, tainted again. But this one's interesting. Other plants get +1 attack. When Spore Shepherd enters the field, put a target emblem on up to 2 other creatures. At the end of each hero's turn, that hero sacrifices a creature with a target emblem. If the hero does, that hero summons 2 shooting sprouts onto the field. Oh boy. You see where this is going. You drop a Spore Shepherd. This is basically like what are they called? Flesh Scarp Throne Roids. And these are some heavy roids. So you drop that thing, you put a you put the what are they called? The target emblems on some BS creatures of yours. You turn these creatures into the you turn these creatures into a four shooting sprouts. You return him, you play him again, you put more target emblems. This time you put on the newly spawned shooting stars, shooting sprouts. You lose 2 shooting sprouts, but you gain ultimately 4 shooting stars. So you shooting sprouts. Wow, shooting stars. That's yeah. Cue the meme music here. Yeah, I guess if I won't forget to do it, it will be running in the background. Anyway. So yeah, the Spore Shepherd, yada yada. Yeah, 2 shooting sprouts onto the field. So really good, and of course all your shooting sprouts, they have +1 attack because they are plants. OP. There was one of the cards, I don't remember which one. Was it Birchwood Invoker? Or was it actually the new and improved Veggie Blockade? Actually, since the new cards are not in, I don't really have a reference. I would have to look for it. Well, actually, I can look for it right now in the meantime. But there will be some more integration with the plans in the future, coming from the community redesign cards. So, my God. So that's something. And with that said, I don't remember what card would it. Either way, it's a good card. And when I'm bringing the what is it? Why I'm bringing the returning to hand back? Well, because, you know, it's nature, so if you're running nature already, that won't be a problem to run like a ton more return to hand cards. Because there is, you know, a lot of those. Where are the freaking... Oh, there they are. Couldn't find the list of the redesigned cards. Yeah, Veggie Blockade. When Veggie Blockade enters the field, summon 2 shooting sprouts onto the field. Plants you control may block any creature regardless of speed. At the start of your turn, destroy Veggie Blockade. So Veggie Blockade will summon 2 shooting sprouts. That's one thing. Not sure. Wasp Swarm is doing some BS. A card gains 2 energy. Creature gains 1 speed. Return a creature you control. Oh, great! So new new Wasp Swarm will help with that. And there should be... What is the Ritual of Gardens? You control... Okay. Birchwood Invoker. Whenever a totem you control is destroyed, +1 energy, return a totem with cost of X mana from your graveyard onto the field, so it won't affect the thing. Okay. But we will have the Veggie Blockade to spawn more shooting sprouts, and we will have new Wasp Swarm that will help you return creatures you control back to your hand. Yeah, also, since the thing is tainted, and, you know, how the taint works, you'll probably like to run some evil levels with that. So potentially corruption, potentially reanimation. So in the worst case scenario, you could even you know, target Emblem Spore Shepherd himself, sacrifice him to get 2 more shooting sprouts, and then go and bring him back with reanimation. Oh my God, he's not legendary and they freaking stuck. Oh Lord. So with 4 of those guys. Oh Lord. With 4 of... Oh my God, freaking hell. Shooting Sprouts receives double the bonuses. So instead of getting +1 attack, it's like, yeah, like I have to make sure on the Shooting Sprout. Creatures green. There it is. Double all ATK and HP modifications Shooting Sprout receives. So I'm pretty sure it will receive double the modification. So it will receive +2 for each Spore Shepherd. With 4 Spore Shepherds on a field, you would be able to grind easily 8, so, no, they start with 0, don't they? But it will still be like 8 attack plant. And then imagine you are also running the whatever it is called. You're running the additional wisdom with some parallel evolutions. You para-evo maybe some of those boring sprouts into more freaking Spore Shepherds. Oh my, holy shit. Yeah, I can already see this freaking OP OTK deck that brings the, you know, 40 damage sprout to the board and, like, blows your ass with 1 attack. That would be insane. Or if not 140 attacks sprout, then, like, easily, you know, 10 4 attack sprouts. would be even easier. Although at that point I don't really think that would be that much of an OTK. That would probably require a little bit more time, but still possible. So it's pretty insane, to say the least. Oh boy. Okay, what do we have there? At the end of each hero store. Okay, so I think I've pretty much covered everything about this card. I don't think about anything else I would like to say about this card. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm waiting to see how broken it will be. Will there be any balance modifications, possibly? Well, I presume there will be balance modifications. I'm coming to the to these cards like before they come out. They are not available in game yet. They will be available in game when a mobile release leaves the beta phase. Because right now they are only available on the test server on the beta version on mobile. When they leave, I mean when the beta comes, like when the Spellweaver comes out on mobile properly, they will also show up. Anyway, Merchant of Souls, 4 mana, 2 levels, 1 rage, 1 generic. 3 speed, 3 attack, 2 health, tainted. Why I'm saying that they will already have to be modified from what we're seeing right now is because that Merchant of Souls is already being abused. So we'll talk about it in a second. So, Merchant of Souls enters the field with energy equal to the number of creatures you control that die this turn. Channeling, you can use Merchant of Souls in order to play non-spirit creatures with level 2 or less from your graveyard. Yeah. So, seems legit, doesn't it? So how could people abuse this card? You know, it's, yeah, you like sacrifice a lot of shit, then you get him on the board with a lot of energy, and then you can reanimate level 2 creatures using its energy. That's a really nice ability. Like, I would be really happy about this card regardless, but people are abusing it. So basically there is this one very, very interesting card known as Slave Gladiator. You don't record what Slave Gladiator is? Well, let me show you what this little card is. Slave Gladiator. 2 levels, slave, 2 speed, 2 attack, 1 health, 0 mana cost. You see where this is getting? That's exactly where this is getting. Oh no, I never wanted to do that. That's exactly where this is getting. So what people do? There is also one more. Yeah, I knew I'm missing something. There is also one more interesting card. Like, so you remember the Slave Gladiator? 2 attack, 1 health. Yeah, 2 attack, 1 health. Say oh, that's even perfect. That was already here. So hey, remember the Xiara girl that I really like so much, and I've been really using her in the Enchained Souls OP deck. That was really nice because this is a nice card. Other non-spirit creatures get -1 attack, -1 HP. Look, that's not a spirit creature. So when you have Xiara on board, when this thing enters the field, it's gonna immediately die. Now, let's get back quickly. Of course, it dies, so when it dies, Xiara spawns an Enchained Soul. Now, let's get quickly to the Merchant of Souls, who says, you can use Merchant of Souls energy to play non-spirit creatures with level 2 or less from your graveyard. See where this is going? See where this is going? This thing, once you have Xiara on board, and have already had, before playing Xiara, or any time before played and lost, Or actually, before playing Xiara, it doesn't matter. If you have Merchant of Souls in hand, Xiara on board, and Slave Gladiator in graveyard, you basically won. Because all you do, you play the Merchant of Souls, you use his 0 mana, you use his 0 energy to spawn your your dead Slave Gladiator. It enters the field, but since you have Xiara, who reduces health of every non-spirit creature by 1, it instantly dies. As is a non-spirit creature, when it dies, it summons Enchained Soul. And since it died, it goes to your graveyard. Since it's dead, when you pull it from your graveyard, then Merchant of Souls, you can pull it again with Merchant of Souls. And you see where this is going. You infinitely cycle those immediately dying free Slave Gladiators forever. And once you hit the required amount of Enchained Souls, most likely 39 due to everything that happens, you just click once and boom, you got it. You won. You're great. You just healed yourself from potentially 1 damage and being almost dead to winning the game. Yeah, of course you can heal yourself from any point, but it doesn't matter. What matters, if you don't want to heal yourself, you can just sit there and spawn freaking souls for hours. 45 minutes tops, because that's the time limit. But still, that's the limit on AI. In normal games, it's 20 minutes, if I recall correctly. Yeah, but again, you will be spawning, Enchained Souls for 20 minutes. You'll be insane. You'll be flooding with the Enchained Souls. It's even if you're, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna heal myself. I'm gonna freaking attack my opponent for 1,000 million damage. Because, wow. So yeah, that's an issue. It has been already discussed. It is already being investigated. It will happen. Tainted again. Yeah, everything is tainted. And the Dominion card. Oh my God, what a beast that is! Siren of the Deep Sea. 3 mana, 1 Dominion level. Only 1 speed, that's pretty poor. 2 attack, 5 health, that's very important. Tainted, as usual. And this one. All creatures must block Siren of the Deep Sea if able. So she's freaking slow. When she enters the field. I mean, no, when you attack with her. Each and every of the opponent's creatures must block her, which means that basically everything else you have is unblockable. Now you can think about stuff like pairing it with Murder Instincts to make it tainted and get some free kills. You can think about pairing it with some shield emblems to make it last longer. Or whatever you might want to do. This is basically making your shit unblockable. Even if it's only for 1 turn, but it's if your opponent doesn't have 5 attack, which in moderately early game, unless you're playing against aggro, your opponent probably doesn't have, you're getting everything else to freely attack your opponent, which is pretty important. Now I think I could kind of see as this card strengthening the idea of Dominion aggro. Not sure. Was I talking about this idea in any video? And actually, have I made anything with this yet or not? I don't know. I've been definitely thinking about this idea, making a mono Dominion aggro rush deck. Anyway, but here comes the fun part, the second part of the Siren's ability. When Siren of the Deep Sea destroys a creature, you may pay 2 mana. If you do, transfer Siren of the Deep Sea into Deep Sea Horror. And see, this is where we get the 8th new card. This is probably the reason why we got 8 new cards, because Siren of the Deep Sea introduces new card herself. Probably Dream Reactor couldn't find anything viable to transform it into. which is Deep Sea Horror. 5 attack, 5 health, 2 speed, 2 levels, 5 mana. Deep Sea Horror can attack an additional target. You know, on its own, it's a freaking good card. Now, considering that you can get a free attack on all your creatures because they suddenly become unblockable because your opponent has to block the Siren of the Deep Sea. Like, if able. This is why she's only 1 speed. And you know, blocker-wise, compare her to Harbinger. Harbinger sucks. She rocks. So, oh yeah, that's why I said that you should think about pairing her with something like Murder Instincts to make her deadly, because when she destroys a creature, you may pay 2. So you know, in a good situation, you can get 2 of these guys without meeting the level requirements for mere 4 mana. Get all your attacks for free. And the best thing in the end is that they will be able to first block immediately, second attack the very next turn. So not only you technically do not really pay for that thing, you also get it immediately working for you. Because you know they will appear after the combat phase, so they will be effectively, I count them as equal to entering the game on a later date, on a next turn rather than the turn they are entering. And you know what? Even on their own, look at the stats: 5 attack, 5 health, 2 speed, can attack 2 targets. You know, the most obvious comparison I see to those is either the Zombie Giant, which is 4/5 IRC, requires only 1 level and costs 4 or 5, and has 1 less speed and no special abilities. Not spells, I want creatures. Yeah, so Zombie Giant costs 1 less, requires 1 less level, but has no abilities, has 1 less attack, and has 1 less speed. So, you know what? If anything, they are on par with each other. But in the end, I think that the odds are slightly in the horror's favor, because 1 speed is a lot. Okay? 1 speed difference is enough to justify 1 level difference. 1 mana is enough to justify 1 attack difference. And then you can get the pretty good ability for free. Which, you know, in my opinion, it would cost like a level or a mana in reasonable situation to get this ability. So you're looking at something that should probably be more like 6/2, 4/3, maybe, with its stats. Yet it's 5/2. I'm not sure actually if 5/2 is comparable to 4/3. I think 4/3 would be considered a little bit more expensive, since it's like we value levels much more than we value mana. Like, mana is worth less, levels are worth more. In a sense of requirements, like getting 1 more level is much steeper requirement for playing a creature than getting 1 more mana. That's what I'm trying to say. And if not Zombie Giant, there is a second comparison I immediately thought about. It's the Undead Hydra, which costs the same amount of mana, requires the same amount of levels, has the same stats aside from speed, so you already have the advantage. But then the Hydra has the Unstoppable, which is pretty useful, and it gets the Might Emblem bullshitry that really makes it stand out. Like, with Undead Hydra, you either kill it immediately, or you're running into risk of creating something that will be insanely overpowered. Now, there are a lot of quirks about Undead Hydra that don't really make it a high-tier, overpowered, no-brainer include in every freaking deck. It is expensive, it requires a lot of levels, and it is slow. So, the ability, it is great, it helps you a lot. It is a zombie, so it synergizes with the Necromancer to get deadly. But it's an immediate target. With only 1 speed, it's easy to be targeted. And frankly, 2 creatures are pretty much enough to get rid of it. And, you'll either lose both, or with a little bit of luck, you might even have 1 remaining. So, in the end of the day, Undead Hydra is like too powerful. And she will be immediately, it will be immediately targeted to get destroyed. So the similar story might happen to the Horror of the Deep. I am aware of that. But at the same time, you don't have to really pay this much. So if you look at the horror, Deep Sea Horror, not Horror of the Deep Sea, Siren is of the Deep Sea, the horror is Deep Sea Horror. So if you look at the horrors from this angle, that you actually get them for 2 mana from a all blocker. Oh Lord, oh my god. Oh my god, run that shit on a Malric. Use his BS ability. That Siren cannot be dealt damage. Freaking booster. Is a Malric? No, I don't. Is a Malric boosting attack? Don't remember. The Malric has been changed. It used to boost attack. Can't be dealt damage until so he doesn't boost attack anymore. But they are still protected and can't be dealt damage, so that's huge. Yeah, maybe potentially figure a way of increasing the Siren's attack. Give her the deadly ability. The Murder Instinct is like the easiest thing to go with it. Oh my god, and you can get so many of the so overpowered Deep Sea Horrors for 2 mana. And for 2 mana, 2 level, it's like, you don't care about you don't even have to run freaking Corruption in this deck. Because you don't need the levels. You just run Order Dominion. Yeah, Order Dominion with huge influence on the Dominion part to get a lot of more mana, with a decent impact on. I have Tidal Wave marked as favorite for no obvious reason. It's obviously not my favorite card. Look at a Malric. It's 1 level, 1 order, 1 any. So you don't even have to grind insane amounts of order levels. Just 1 is enough. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're gonna have a weird meta now when these come out. So yeah, look at Deep Sea Horror as a 2 mana creature, 2 speed, 5 attack, 5 health, can attack 2 targets. Insane. I'm telling you, insane. No, wait, I was right. So I was wrong, but I was right. If she destroys, she gets turned into a horror. It's yeah, still it is fucking worth it. In all the situations, it is fucking worth it. When it gets transformed, do you get the card back to the... I need a quick Paraivo test. Dex... Suck check? Could do. No, can't do. Crown Spectral Wizard? No. Ah, come on. I'm gonna build a deck for it. Because I'm not sure what happens to the transformed card, but if I recall correctly, it should move back to your it should move back to your shit. New Horizons, I don't need it. Yeah, whatever. I need to build something reasonably. That's good. That's 18. That's good. Expedition. Yeah, I'm just looking for a quick build to get like potentially as much as possible. Have I taken drones? Yeah, so might as well take these. Void touched, why not? 52 cards. Where are the Flash Freezes? Ancient Wisdoms. Are we good? I should call it Paraivo instead of PE. But if the card... Oh, perfect. Keep. Card of my choice, totally. Distant Expedition, why not? Do I Oh, that's one. Oh my god. Oh, I should get the one card under the Distant Expedition and one card under the Distant Expedition that's under the Distant Expedition next turn. That would be so perfect. I forgot to DO. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. Wait, select a creature to transform into. Okay, so the thing is not moving to a graveyard. Now, I'm only curious what would happen if that thing dies. Will it be, like, effectively banished? Nope. It returns back as a zombie legionnaire. So the logic behind it is frankly beyond me. I mean, I don't see how it works. I don't really know why I have these Force Wielders in there. Like, they make no sense. Maybe potentially for the runelets. But not really for anything else. Should I get more cards? Yes, I should. More drones, that's nice. I should bring Elinors. Is Elinor like the only way to recycle shit? Probably. What if I'll put it back? still need my Para-Evo. This is like the whole point of this deck. Decay to cards. I want to mill Para-Evos. I don't really know what could mill Para-Evos. Yeah, I probably should investigate it or something. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards. I have no mana left. And I have no Para-Evos. Kinda sucks. That's lovely. Yeah, I couldn't pull back from that. Draw a card, that's good. 1 mana gain skill. Actually, you should have. Well, no. Well, I shouldn't have played the Void Touched. What cards are underneath it? Nothing useful. Flash Freeze. That's good. On the bottom of your deck, another artifact from your graveyard into your hand. Okay. Huh. That's fun. Look what I can do. Oh, that's interesting. Even though I'm running no thingamagic here. Yeah, it's still pulling crazy shit. Oh, great, +1, yeah, go for it. Distant Expedition, go for it. Renovation Facility, why not? No, I'm more interested in freezing an enemy creature. And that is the creature I want to freeze. No, I definitely want to do that. Because it will draw me a card. Oh, a drone. How magnificent is that? There is nothing underneath this one yet. Well... Oh boy. Oh boy. Sacrifice a drone. Turn a drone. Sacrifice a drone. Turn a Oh, that's lovely. In the end of the day, I'm gonna freaking win with this deck, and that would be so ridiculous. How would I get rid of that thing? Parallel Evolution. That's so perfect. Too bad there's only one of those. Oh, wonderful. So select a creature to transform into. Oh god. Okay, this is bad. I'm drawing too much cards. Way too much cards. Yeah, this is something I have not expected. Oh, wait, there's a Para-Evo there. It would be ridiculous. It could work. I could draw a drone. No, not quite yet. I need 2 more drones. Okay. Can't attack. Okay, let's do it. No, crap. It won't cut it. It won't have enough mana. Oh well. In that case... Can I go face with it? To an enemy creature, so I cannot go face with it. Sucks. Well, let it be Runelet then. Stronger Runelet. Ah, that's nasty. She won't attack. I'm decaying my own cards, which is bad in my current situation. One mana gain skill. Oh. Oh, that's so... What have I fucking chosen? Don't tell me I have misclicked and took another Void Touched. Oh crap. That sucks, really. Transform enemy into Void Touched. Perfect. Yeah, with... Oh god. Freeze enemy. Yeah, that's awesome. Deal 1 damage to enemy. Burn the rest of the mana. Actually, that's good because I don't think I have used Distant Expedition before. Oh, okay. Yeah, it already got exhausted. I can exhaust something that was exhausted. Oh my god, look at all these Void Touched. Well, it says a card, not cards. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's way too much. Shit. Too much draw. And sacrifice a drone. Oh no, you stay. Actually, whatever. It's exhausted. I cannot pull it. Oh god. Whatever. Oh, look. I can. Oh, that's. Hey, that's a counter mill. That's good. Oh wait, I have a Void Touched. I'm gonna die. Wow. That's too bad. But that helps with 2 things. First of all, I know how Para-Evo works. Second of all, I know how Distant Expedition works. Frankly... delete. So, back to the new cards. So that's how transforming works. So Siren will change into Deep Sea Horror, but when Deep Sea Horror dies, you will get your Siren back in the graveyard. No, that's way too much checking. But I'm curious what would happen Well, I think that attached cards do stay at transformation. What if it dies while blocking? Do I still get to transform, or is she dying? Not sure about it. And I have no way of checking, because of course it's not in game yet. Hmm. Well, yeah, because if it does stay... Oh my god. Oh lord. If attached cards do stay after transformation, which I think they do... Murder Instincts. This creature is deadly and can attack an additional target. So you would have a 5/5 2-speed that can attack 3 targets. And that would be OP. And when it dies, then if you're running Order already, it's not a spirit creature. So you could use the something Instill Life. 2 non-spirit creature cards with mana cost 2 or crap. It costs 3. Well, so you won't be able to bring it back with Instill Life, but there will be other ways to bring it back from that. Well, you can use Exorcism to shuffle them. You can use some other ways to shuffle as well, but... Mana cost 2 or less from graveyard onto the field. But mana cost 2 or less won't cut it because it costs 3. Well, whatever. Worst case scenario, you can fucking run Reanimates because you can add black for whatever reason. Doesn't freaking matter. What matters is that it will be a pretty powerful thing to get. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I want to say anything about those cards. Really interesting. I'd say that this second batch was much more interesting than the previous batch. The cards that came here, they were much more interesting. Frankly, I didn't think we would spend that much time today, but additional games happened kinda accidentally. I was hoping that maybe I'll pull a trial deck building for today, but we're already getting nearly an hour-long video. If I could build a deck in 10 minutes, which I probably can. Yeah, whatever, let's try and smash the trial deck building in here. Oh, Enoch, but it goes with... I could try and go mono. And they really want me to go with nature or angels. Like, the problem is that Enoch is ultra versatile. And he's a great hero. While Lexa, she's a one-trick pony. Like, putting advanced Alexa into anything that is not angels is pretty much dumb. I don't want to go with nature. Let's try and build as much mono corruption as possible. Okay, that's a rough start, but let's hit Bezarok. Hands from Beyond. Mausoleum. Yeah, whatever. Oh, son of a! Let it be Mantle of the Winds. Seriously, Unicorn. Flesh Sculptor. Consume Spirit. DCS. I think I'd go for Vultures. Suffocate. Wow. Wow, these choices are so bad. I don't want to build totems. I've already skipped totems. So let's go for tracker. More vultures. Let's do headache. Devourer. Another sculptor. Nox fumes. Oh boy. Let's go with commander. Cravings. I don't really run that many zombies, do I? I don't have any modifications to benefit, and let's take soul. Fumes. Scout. Not running that many zombies, but let's take well, I have 2 flare sculptors, so that's something. Let's take ghoul. Rotting zombie. Reanimate, whatever. DCS. Survivor. Another soul. I think I'd go for Legionnaire. Survivor. The Red Knight, okay. And we're done. 16. 6 nature, 9 corruption. Yeah, I think I'd shift it a little bit to the favor of corruption shrines. Not 100% the fond of this deck. Like, I have been forced to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pretty useless blue card with nature cards. Aside from that, that's a pretty decent I don't know what I'm doing zombies deck. You know, with 2 vultures, 2 DCSs. Like in the ideal situation, I can get 2 sculptors, then follow it with potentially some DCSs, maybe Bezorok, Dread Knight, maybe some vultures. I can use Bezorok's ability, Enoch's ability to sacrifice DCS, get 2 free zombies from that. Well, 2 noxious fumes, that's not bad. 1 reanimate, so it's potentially to draw back the dead flesh sculptor. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Yeah, a dead flesh sculptor, a where is he? A dead under necromancer, because these are both pretty good cards that I would like to keep in play, or with a little bit of luck, carefully self discard that Bezorok. The enemy hero sacrifices creatures with a combined level of at least 3. When Bezorok dies, summon demons with a combined level of 3 and different names onto the field. Well, if I had like way too much mana, which I didn't really think would happen, a strategy like dropping Bezorok, using his second ability, so when he dies he summons demons, then sacking him with Enoch, then reanimating him, and popping him in his first ability. Well, that would require what? 20? No, wait, that's 3. So that would require 8 plus 2, so it's mere 10 mana. And a perfect execution. What demons could I get? Combined level of 3 and different names. Succubus. That's all I need. My god. Oh, Harbinger. Oh, God. That would be something. Demons. Nightbringers, Vultures, Thought Devourers, Bedeviled Fiend, Bloodwitch Harpy. Ooh, Underworld Scourge. So, something like Scourge plus Vultures is a viable combination. Oh my god. Azeris! Actually, I have never played Bezarok, so I don't know if I can choose. But Azeris would be badass. Yep. Do I have... Well, I have Vultures. So that is some discard. Other than that, I avoided the Delirium, so that won't really cut it. Nothing else really discards there. Those souls are good with the Flesh Sculptor because I can drop an Enchained Soul, suck it, and get both health and the zombies. Infected survivors are great. I can potentially suck them with Inox ability to gain health, and his ability is doing way too much. And get a free zombie, and get free zombies from Flesh Sculptors. It's not that bad. I would like to see more Flesh Sculptors, maybe more Survivors, maybe more Undead Necromancers, maybe more Bezaroks. Maybe less Elf Commanders, Elf Trackers, Venerated Unicorns, and Elf Scouts. Mausoleum of the Damned. Mausoleum of the Damned. Potential... How about I use those exclusively to get rid of them? Like, okay, so about the useless green cards that I have taken. Elf Scout is pretty good. Like you can use it as a good annoyer to poke your opponent for one attack, and it's pretty much indestructible. They would have to waste their removal spells that they probably don't really want to waste on something as useful as that, as useless as that. And, you know, ignored, it can, in the end of the day, pack some damage. With Inox ability, it might even get more useful, because if I suck something, it will be stronger. Venerated Unicorn is pretty important, because it will get rid of unwanted permanent spells on my opponent's end of the board, like Vampirisms. Does it destroy? No. Doesn't destroy artifacts. Vampirisms, maybe Molten Passageways, maybe Black Markers, no. Potentially opposing Hands from Beyond, if that were to happen. I have a Suffocate. Do they die? Yeah, that would kill them. That's pretty bad. The Massive Assaults, Scatter's Beating, and a lot of other bullshit. The Elf Tracker and Elf Commander, these are useless. Well, they have speed. And if I were already on the Hands from Beyond and I got those, I would be so freaking fast that I would be basically unstoppable. Unblockable. Dread Knight, meh. Like, I might go to 2 black levels and 1 green. Mantle of the Winds, like, honestly, the only point in Mantle of the Winds is to make a Flesh Sculptor flying, or, you know, Bezarok flying, or Dread Knight flying. Ooh, flying Undead Necromancer. That would be good. Although that is largely probably gonna get targeted with a spell and killed by a spell. I don't know, we'll see. Wanna get videos of that because, you know, trials. Yeah. Wait 1 hour and maybe you will play a game. Yeah, last time, when was that? Long time ago when I was doing trials on live stream. Yeah, in 3 hours of a live stream, we had 3 trial games, so not worth it. Not worth it. I wish we had more players. Anyway, that will be for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a sub, smash a bell icon to get notified, because YouTube is probably not showing you videos you want to watch. That is my videos, because of course you want to watch them. These are the videos you are looking for. And well, with that said, yeah, that will be it. I hope you enjoyed, and once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Take care.